Good morning, my dears. How are you all? Yeah, I hope you all are fine. So from today, today you are going to discuss term 1 portion revision. Okay, for grade 6 social science term 1 revision we are going to be see. So I plan to send 2 videos to you. Okay, one video fully history I am going to be revised. Another video geography and SPL together I am going to be revised. Okay, so 2 videos, minimum 45 to 50 minutes video I plan to take. Okay, so for this revision I plan to cover entire things. Okay, what are the things we discussed? The history part and geography and SPL. Okay, so before moving, we just see what are the portion for you for term 1. Already we sent the message. Again I will recall you. So for history part, second lesson, from hunting, gathering to growing food. Okay, from hunting, gathering to growing food. And fifth lesson, kingdoms, kings and on early republic. Okay, kingdoms, kings and on early republic. So this 2 lesson for you for term 1 exam, right? So second lesson and fifth lesson. In geography, second lesson globe, latitude and longitude, and fourth lesson map. And SPL, what is government, third lesson, and fourth lesson key elements of democratic government. Okay, key elements of democratic government. Okay, so totally you have 6 lessons. Okay, so you have to read 6 lessons for term 1 revision. For term 1 exam. How many marks you are going to be write for exam means 50 marks. Okay, 50 marks you are going to be write exam. Okay, so you are supposed to read, you are supposed to listen the video entirely, and you have to read what are the things I revised you. You have to read. That time only you can able to write exam in easy manner, right? Okay, let me move to history part revision now, right? Now we are going to start to discuss about from hunting, gathering and growing food. Okay, from hunting, gathering to growing food. Okay, already I said in 6th standard up to 9 to 10 lesson we are studied about only early human beings. Okay, only about early humans. Okay, early humans. Who are early humans means before the prehistory starts. Before the prehistory start, the people who are roaming in forest here and there, that people alone called as early people. Okay, and then we studied about only the Indian subcontinent alone. Okay, so the first lesson itself we discussed the early people not settled in one particular place, they are roaming forest or desert region here and there. Okay, so what are the reason they migrate? Okay, they migrate or move one place to another place. Okay, the movement of people or migration of people, both are same alone. Okay, migration of people or movement of people, both are same alone. So what is the reason people migrate one place to another place means first is to search food. Okay, first they search food. Why? Because they are roaming here and there. Where the enough food is available, in that place alone they started to settle. Then the place if there is enough food means they are moving to another place. And then to follow animals for hunting. Of course they are hunters. So when the animals moving one place to another place, they also follow the animal for hunting purpose. And due to season change, they change their places. Yes. So whenever they settle, they are stay one place. In that place, continuous rainfall or continuous cold means they supposed to migrate another place. Okay, due to season change also they migrate one place to another place. And to search of water available places. Okay, so water is very important. Okay, so where water is available, in that place alone people refer for staying. Okay, so these are the reasons. So how many reasons I wrote here? So to search food, to follow animals, for hunting and gathering, due to season change, they change their place, to search water available places. Okay, so next see this lesson from your book page number 11 to 23. Okay, so 11 to 23 all topic I am going So next topic, how do we know about these people? So what is the source? We can understand these people means with the help of archaeologists. Okay. So the archaeologists found some tools in this place, particularly which was made by wood, bone and stone. Okay, maximum tools were made by stones. Okay, maximum tools were made by stone. So they are using some sharp stones as a tools. Okay, nowadays we are using some knife, some fork, spoon like that. We are using stones that object. Okay, so what are the things? How they used stones as a tools means to cut meat and bones. Okay, to cut meat and bones they are using. Okay, see, you supposed to know the early human beings in beginning stage, the Paleolithic period, they don't know how to cook. Okay, so they are taking flesh of animal. Okay, directly they hunt animal and they tear that skin. Okay, and they started to eat. Okay, they don't know cooking. Later, after they find out the methodology of fire, then only they started to cook and eat. Okay, so they use these stone tools to cut meat and bones. Okay, and scrap packs. Okay, scrap pack means in trees we have that layer, first layer of that one. Okay, so and then chop fruits. Okay, they are gathering fruits and vegetables. No. To chop that fruits and roots. Okay, so for this reason they are using stone tools. Okay, later they are using these stone tools and they attach the bones. Okay, handle. Okay, bones or some wood. They are using handle like axe, like they are making the stone, and with the help of that tools they are making. They are cutting wood. Okay, they are cutting wood. So that wood they are using for firewood. Okay, so when they started to cook, that time they are using this stone tool. They attach these stone tools to bones, animal bones, and they use that stone tools as an axe. So with the help of that axe, they are cut wood and they make the wood the firewood. Okay, so with the help of firewood, they started to cook. Okay, so these are the uses of stone tools. Okay, so suppose an exam, why people migrate one place to another place? What is the reason for movement of people? Like that we ask means you have to explain and write. Okay, to search of food. So what reason they search food? Like that you have to explain. Okay, you should not write with just single topic. Okay, you supposed to explain according to its mark. The same like money. So what is the uses of stone tools? Like that we ask means to cut meat and bones, scrap bags from trees, chop fruits and roots. Like that you have to write. Right? Choosing a place to live in. Okay, choosing a place to live in. So after moving here and there in forest, slowly people started to settle one place. So which place they refer to settle? Okay, which place they often refers to settle means particularly where water is available. In that place only the early human beings they started to settle. Okay, even nowadays also, suppose we are hiring the house or we are searching house for tenant or buying a plot for building house means first we will ask the brokers whether water is available or not. Okay, water facilities good or not, like that only we ask. So water is very important for life. So same like the early human beings also, when they started to settle means in the river banks or nearby lakes. Okay, in your book page number 13 you have map. Okay, you have this like map. So in this map they given some sites. Okay, Paleolithic site, Neolithic site, Mesolithic site, early villages and modern city. So in that, in red color triangle they given some places like Karnool caves, Kansunsigi and Bhimbetka. Okay, so one or two places only they mention. So that red color triangle mentioned, that is Paleolithic site. Okay, in this site alone, the early human beings they started to settle very first. Okay, so nearby river bank of Krishna. Okay, Pinpenka is located at the river bank of Narmada. So the people refer to settle where the availability of water, the source of water is present. In that place alone settled. So maximum site they discovered in river banks and lakes. Okay. So next, finding out about the fire. Okay, finding out about fire. So in India, very first archaeologists found the remains of ash. Where they found means in Karnool cave. Okay, in Karnool cave, where it is located means in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, in Andhra Pradesh, one of the cave, they found the remains of ash. Okay, so what they comes to know means the people who settled in this area, they used fire. Okay, so when they started to use fire, they are using in many ways. Okay, so what are the things they use to fire means, first they use fire as a source of light. Okay, the source of light. Then they started to cook, so they use the fire to cook meat. Okay, meat only their main food in those days. And next one is to scare away the animals. Okay, to scare away the animals. Okay, why? Because they settled in forest. That's why in forest some dangerous animals also present. So to protect themselves from that animal, they use fire as a tool. Okay, so to source as a source of light, to cook meat and scare away animals. So these are the uses of fire when the people lived in early days, right? So when the people started to settle one period, after that slowly the environment, the weather condition could be changed. Okay, so a changing environment. Around 12,000 years before, okay, around 12,000 years ago, a major weather changing, a major climate changing happened throughout the year. Sorry, throughout the world. Okay, so around 12,000 years, a major climate change happened throughout the world. So what changes happened means, in many areas the grasslands were developed a lot. Okay, in many areas the grasslands were developed a lot. Okay, so you know very well, the grasses are very important food of many animals, particularly goat, cow, sheep, deer. Okay, so like that animals, major food is grass. So when the grasslands were developed, it increased. Okay, is the main reason to increase these like animals. Okay, so the number of animals like goat, sheep, cow and deer were increased in this period because of weather condition, because of development of grassland. The animals were multiplied lot. Okay, so in that time only the people, the human beings, they hunt these animals. Okay, they hunt mainly. What are the animals they hunt means deer, goat, sheep and cow. This like animal, very soft animal only they hunted. So when these grasslands were developed, the human beings in that time, that around 12,000 years, they started to settle one place. Already I said. So they started to observe these animals. Okay, they started to observe these animals. They comes to know how these animals were lived, what is their breeding season. Okay, when it is going to how it is going to take food, when it was this breeding season, like that they observed and they slowly started to find out how they can practice this animal. Okay, so after that only they slowly started to rear animals like sheep, goat, cow and all. They started to rear this time alone, and the same time this period they started to learn how to fishing. Okay, they started to involve fishing activity also. Okay, so this around 12,000 years is a major year of development of human beings. Okay, so in your books, in box they given some details that two very important, names and dates. Okay, names and dates. Okay, so in 6th standard I said first 5 lessons we often studied about Paleolithic, Neolithic, Mesolithic. Okay, so what do you mean by lithic? Lithic means stone. Lithic means stone. Okay, so about Stone Age according to the period, we can divide the Stone Age into three categories: Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic. Okay, Paleolithic, Mesolithic, and Neolithic. Okay, so around 2 million years ago. Okay, around 2 million years ago. Already you know very well, when the earth was formed, from the particles of sun, it take long time for single organism started to live. Okay, so after long period time only, the human beings, animals, grass, everything started to live here. Okay, so around 2 million years ago to 12,000 years ago, this period were called as a Paleolithic period. Paleo means old. Okay, old Stone Age. Okay, Paleolithic means old Stone Age. So what is the time means? 2 million years ago to 12,000 years ago. Okay, so after the 12,000 ago to 10,000 years, that 2,000 years were called as Mesolithic. Okay, were called as Mesolithic, Middle Stone Age. And around 10,000 years and ago, it's called as Neolithic. Okay, New Stone Age. So Paleolithic, in that time, the people use stone tools. Okay, already I said what are the way they are using stone tools. I said before itself. Okay, so in this period, the people used what type of stone tools means somewhat big. Okay, the stone tools were big in size. Okay, the size was very big. They are not aware of the uses, in what way we have to use that correct way, they don't know. Okay, so that is called as Paleolithic. In Mesolithic, their knowledge was developed, so they started to use somewhat microlithic, like that, small stones tools they have started to use. Okay, so but in Neolithic period, that Neolithic period, that New Stone Age time, they started to attach some handles. I said before, no, they attach some bones, some wood, and like a handle, like. Okay, that and all innovated in the time of Neolithic period only. Okay, so all three periods they are using stone tools. Okay, but in Neolithic also, what are the stone tools used by Paleolithic? That too they used, but somewhat innovative they implement. Okay, so according to the time, we divide the archaeologists, for understanding, they divide the time period. Okay, you should know Paleolithic, Mesolithic, and Neolithic according to its time period, right? The beginning of farming and herding. Okay, the beginnings of farming and herding. So already I said around 12,000 years ago itself, they started to settle on place. Very big weather change happened. Okay, so after that, slowly the people, the early humans, okay, all whether men, women and children, they started to observe the nature. Okay, they started to observe the nature, and with the help of observing, they comes to know, they find out, suppose in forest they live means, they find out which are the eatable plant, okay, which are the eatable plant or eatable fruits, which is not poisoning. Okay, so they observed the place where they lived. In that place, which is where eatable plants were found. Okay, first they found which plant is eatable. Then they observed that particular plant, how the seeds were broke down. Okay, when the plant goes, it's started to flowering. After flowering, they are getting seed. That particular flower or that seed going to be the next stage, it's going to be broke down. Okay, so when the particular seed will broke down, and how it will fell down on the ground, how the seed will fell down on the ground from the seed, how the new plant will sprouted. Okay, will sprout, how the new plant will sprout from the particular seed, like that each and everything they observed and they started to learn. Okay, so in that way only they started the agriculture. Okay, they started to farming activity. So with the help of this observation, they comes to know, okay, this plant is very good for cultivating. Like that, they collect the seed and they started to sowing the ground, sowing the land, and they spread that seed and they absorb the particular time of growing. Okay. Meanwhile, when they started to this farming activity, they started to learn how to protect these fields from some animals. Okay, some animals, some peacock, some animals they started to destroy that land. No, that too they started to learn slowly. Okay, so in this way they started to farming activity. Farming or agriculture both are same. Next, herding. Herding means rearing animal. Herding means rearing animal. So how they observe these nature, learning to understanding farming activity, like that they started to observe the animals. Okay, and they attract some animals which are very soft in manner. Okay, they attract some animal which is very soft in manner, and they started to make friendship with that animal. Okay, so and then they started to learn from which animal they can able to get food. Okay, like milk or meat, these things and all, from which animal they can able to take. Okay, so from that animal they started to allow to their shelter. Okay, so by leaving food for them, near their shelter. So which are this like soft animals, suppose it comes near their shelter, they allowed and they gave some food. So like that only they started to rear animals. Okay, so which animal was reared very first means wild ancestors of dog. Okay, so first which animal was reared by human beings? Dog alone. Okay, so then only they started to rear sheep, goat, cattle, these things and all. Okay, so so these animals, already I said these animals are called as domestic animals. Okay, so which even in lower class also you study domestic animals, domestic food, like that. So domestic means which we can get very easily, which very soft things. Okay, so domestication, in your book they gave one of the box, domestication. So the term of domestication also started in that period only. So when they started agriculture or farming or herding or rearing animal, they prefer very soft things alone. Okay, particularly so which food grains they select means which after agriculture, after rain, they are getting large in size. Okay, so like that seeds alone they prefer. Okay, which is easily to cultivate, which is easily to separate from the plant, like that they prefer. Okay, so the same like that animal also. So which animal is very friendly manner, which very smooth manner, that alone they practice. Okay, even archaeologists found that is teeth of animal which was practiced by early people. That animals teeth are very small in size, but the same which was lived in forest or in that area, that was about very big in size. Okay, so they are very clear. So which type of animal, which type of plant want to grow. Okay, so which are the plant they grow in very first means wheat and barley. Okay, which are the plants they started to grow very first means wheat and barley. Okay, so after that only they started to cultivate rice, remaining plants, everything. Okay, so the beginning of herding and farming when happened means, see, after 12,000 years ago. Okay, after 12,000 years ago, when the climate change happened, after that only they started to farming activities and herding activities, right? When they started to farming activities, the early people, they want to stay one place for a long time. Okay, they want to stay one place for a long time because of to take care of their field. Okay, so when they want to stay a long time, they looking after that plants. Okay, they looking after the plants in what way means, they watering the plant, they remove the unwanted plants, and weeding, driving away the animals which is going to collapse that field. So driving away the animals and birds, and the time of harvest. Okay, so for doing these activities, they want to stay a long time one particular place. So the farming activities and herding activities, particularly farming, leads the human beings, leads the early humans to start a settled one particular place. Okay, so farming activities is very important reason to settle one places. Okay, when the people begin to grow in plants, it means that they have to stay in a same place for a long time, looking after the plants, watering, weeding, driving away the animals and birds, and till the grain revived. Okay, till the grain revived. Okay, so these are the reason they stay in one particular place. So after harvesting, okay, after the harvesting, they started to think to store the food for agriculture activity for their future. Okay, so their thinking capacity also developed. So for storing both food grains or seed. So people, what they did means they started to think. They found some ideas. Okay, so the innovations were developed. Okay, so they began to store these things in a large clay pot. Okay, so in what are the things they used for storing these food grains means a large clay pot. Maybe it's up to my height and somewhat very big clay pot they used, and sometimes they used a basket, basket, and they dig the ground. They are making house, pit house like that we discussed. Okay, so they are making that pit. In that pit, they started to store the food grains. Okay, so that agriculture activity leads to thinking people how to store the food grains. So that thinking only leads to making part-time. Okay, so these are the things how the early human beings step forward of the new way of life, right? How they started to store grains seem like they are using animal as a storehouse of food. Okay, you can ask how animals were the storehouse of food. You can ask. See, from goat. Suppose you take example of goat. From that goat, we can take milk. Okay, and we can take meat, and that skin of animal were used as a dress to protect cold weather season. Okay, so animals multiply naturally. When the grassland developed, that time the counting of animals also increased. So from that animal provide milk, meat, and skins were used as dresses. Okay, so that the early human beings prefer animal as a easy storehousing of food. Okay, so finding out about the first farming and herding in subcontinent. Okay, from where the archaeologists found the first farming and herding in the subcontinent means not only one place, in various places the archaeologists found some important farming and herding activity. Okay, particularly near book page number 14, I think so, you have one of the map. In that map, in the blue color square box they given. Okay, in the blue color square box they given. So that are the places where the first farming and herding activities were happened. Here I gave only 2 examples. So in northwest direction, okay, present day Pakistan, present day Jammu and Kashmir, 2 places. One is Meher and Burham. Okay, one is Meher and Burham. These 2 places, very first, the farming and herding activity happened. Maybe in Meher they started to grow barley and wheat. Okay, so in South India, the place of Hallur, where it is Hallur located means present day Karnataka. Okay, Hallur and Payamali. So in these 2 places, they found some remains, some evidence, that scientists, the archaeologists, they found some evidence of the first farming and herding activities. Even in some places, they found burnt grains, food grains. They found, the scientists, they found some burnt food grains. Maybe that maybe purposely they may burnt, or by accidentally they may burnt. That we are not clear. But with the help of that evidence, the archaeologists found the same like food grains, how many large areas they may cultivate. Okay, with the help of that evidence, they are involved in research activity. So you have to refer that map where the first farming and herding activities were happened in those days. Right? People settled. What are the things changed in their life means they started to build houses. Okay, they started to build houses. In many places, a different variety of houses may built. Single store house, double store houses, like that they build houses. Particularly in Jammu and Kashmir side, you know very well that is hill station. It's very cold area. So in that place, the people built pit houses. Okay, they dig the land, and in that land, oval shape, they construct the houses. So in that houses protect them from the cold weather season. Even sometimes nearby the house and surface of the earth, they are constructing, they are making some stove like structure for cooking activities. Okay, so they construct buildings or houses, particularly pit house they used, and so they learn to build houses. And stone tools, already they started to use stone tools in that period. Okay, when they started to settle that period, the type of stone tools were somewhat changed. Okay, they polished the stone, they polished the tools, and they attached some handles, and they are making motors and pastels. Okay, so for grinding grinds. Okay, so construct houses, the method of making stone tools started to change, and then they started to use earthen part. Okay, the clay part they started to use. So in that clay part they decorate in very nice manner. Okay, so they decorate that part in nice manner. So what are the things, what way they use that part means to store things. Okay, to storing things, particularly to store food grains or water or meat. So like that they are using the part for storing object, and they mainly use the earthen part for say cooking utensil. Okay, so cooking activities also they used. And then the people started to wear cloth. Okay, so when they started to settle one place, what main changes happened means till now, before that the people wear the animal skin or leaf, plant leaf, that alone they are using for covering their body. But they started to, after learning agriculture activity, they comes to know uses of the way of making cloth. So they started to weaving cloth, particularly they are using cotton. Okay, particularly they are using cotton. So some other material also used for decorating that. Okay, so making cloth also very important change. Okay, so see, you have to remember what are the changes happened. Still the people involving hunting and gathering food from forest. They are doing agriculture activity, plus they are not forgot, they are not leave for hunting and gathering from forest. That too they practice. Okay, so they practice farming, herding, and they practice hunting and gathering also. Right? Living and dying in Mehar. So Mehar, one of the Neolithic site where it was located means in Poland Pass. Okay, present day Pakistan, near Poland Pass. It was a fertile land. It was a fertile land. So it's very good for the human beings habitation. Okay, habitation means which places prefer for living. Okay, so in this Mehar site, the people first maybe they started to grow barley and wheat. Okay, in Mehar's one day they started to very first barley and wheat, and among these area, okay, northwest side, in this place alone, the people started to rear sheep and goat. Okay, the people started to rear sheep and goats, and the people started to build houses in this area. That houses was in square or rectangular shape. Okay, the houses were square and rectangular shape. Sometimes the houses were double storage or single storage. Mainly all the houses have number, so in your book they give the picture of the Mehar building house structure. Okay, just refer that picture, and then the area, that place, when the people were died, other people they give respect to their the person who was died, their family members and friends, they giving respect of that person, and the people strongly believed, the Mehar people, they strongly believed after their death we have some life. Okay, so they believe that some form of life after the death. Okay, some form of life after death, so that the time of burying, they kept the dead person in a very big pot, and then along that body they kept some goat, some water, some weapons, everything. Okay, so what it means, after their death they want to go that place, they need some food item. For that they buried the dead person along with the goats. Okay, suppose in your book they given that picture. Okay, so one person was buried along with goat, and some their servants also buried in that same burying site. What means, maybe they are rich person, they may buried along with that particular person. Okay, so because that their believers. Okay, so Meghar was located in Pakistan, present day Pakistan. There only the first was barley and wheat were growing. Okay, they strongly believed after death they had life. So according to that, their believing, they buried along the dead body with goats. Right? So the fifth lesson for you, kingdoms, kings and an early republic. Okay, kingdoms, kings and an early republic. So in this lesson, what are the things we discuss means about Ashwamedha Yaga, about Veda, Janapata, Mahajanapata, about Magadha and Vaji. These things and all we discussed already. Okay, so this is in revision. Ashwamedha Yaga. Okay, Ashwamedha or horse sacrifice. Okay, Ashwamedha or horse sacrifice. So before learn this lesson, already we discussed about how a man become a king of one region or become a Raja of one region. Means he wants to show his power. Okay, so when people settle one place, who became the leader of that group of people, means who shows his power among the people. Okay, so for this period around 3000 years before, how a man became the king. Okay, how a man became the ruler of one region means who conduct a very big sacrificing. Okay, who conduct a very big sacrificing, and success of that sacrificing, he only recognized as a ruler of that area. Okay, so in that one of the yaga is called as Ashwamedha Yaga. Okay, Ashwamedha Yaga. It was mentioned in Rig Veda. Already we studied about Rig, Yajur, Sam, Atharvana Veda. So in that Veda they mentioned Ashwamedha Yaga. Okay, what is Ashwamedha Yaga means? Who wants to expand their ruling area or to expand their control in one place to another place, he conduct this yaga, this Ashwamedha or horse sacrificing. Here as Ashwa means horse. Okay, Ashwa means in English horse. So that particular ruler, he decorate one horse. Okay, so fully with gold and silver precious stones, he decorate that horse and he conduct yaga. So during the sacrificing time, they free that horse. Okay, so wherever the horse were going, that places are what do you mean means that places are under the control of that particular king who conduct the yaga. Okay, suppose anybody else not ready to accept that rule, anybody else trying to capture that horse, means the particular king who conduct yaga, that king, he taking his army, he taking his soldiers and to attack that kingdom. Okay, attack that person. Okay, and then they in that war they captured that area. Sometimes the people they are not ready to stop that horse, so they allow. That means that people they accept the king's rule. Okay, so this is called horse sacrificing or Ashwamedha. So who conduct this yaha means the particular ruler. So who are the eligible person to doing? Sorry, who for doing this sacrificing means the Brahmins, and particularly kings and their sons only allowed to sit in front of sacrificing. The other people, the women, the queens, they are not allowed to sit. That they are doing that helping work activity only. Okay, so I think so you are clear about Ashwamedha Yaga. And then Varna. Okay, in your book they gave in your box about Varna. So in Rig Yajur Sama Atharvana Veda itself, they mentioned Varna. Varna means caste system. Okay, Varna means caste discrimination or caste system. Okay, how the caste system was introduced or was followed in the Vedic period itself means 4 types of Varnas were followed. Okay, so one is Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyavas and Sudras. Okay, Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyavas and Sudras. Okay, so 4 main Varnas were followed. So Brahmanas were the people who performing sacrificing. Okay, who performing sacrificing, that is the very uppermost caste, and these people only allowed to study Veda. Okay, all 4 Veda who allowed to study means this group of people only, Brahmins only. Okay, next is Kshatriyas. So who are belongs to rulers or soldiers or kings. Okay, who involved in fighting, who was very good warrior, they are considered as Kshatriyas. Okay, so Kshatriyas were allowed to performing sacrificing. Okay, so next is Vaishyas. Vaishyas means who involved trading, mainly who involved in trading, they are called as Vaishyas. And some people who was large farmers, okay, large landowners and very big pastors, they are allowed to follow Vaishyas. Okay, and Sudras. So, see, Vaishyas also allowed to attend sacrifice. See, Sudras were the people who were work as a slave of these three people. Okay, so Sudras were slaves who were work under Brahmanas, Kshatriyas and Sudras. So these Sudras were not allowed to performing sacrificing. See, the Kshatriyas also not allowed to study Veda. Vaishyas also not allowed to study Veda, and Sudras also not allowed to study Veda. Only the Brahmins only allowed to study Veda. And then women also not allowed to performing any sacrificing. Okay, sacrificing means doing yaga. Okay, in front of Agni, doing yaga only called as sacrificing. Women's slaves are not allowed to sacrificing yaga. Okay, so they are discriminated not in that period. Okay, next is Janapata. Okay, next is Janapata. So Jana means you know very well normal people. Okay, Jana means normal people. So Janapata means so when a people settled one particular place, so in that place one person he proved himself and became a leader of that place. So that place, that a group of people, where the group of people settled one place, that place is called as Janapata. Okay, so in that Janapata, a person became a leader. Okay, under his control only, under his planning only, the people may live. Okay, so Janapata, we have, the archaeologists found many Janapatas near in North India, particularly Delhi, and then Delhi in those days called as Indraprastha, Hastinapura. These are all kind of Janapatas only. Then Mahajanapata. Okay, Mahajanapata means, see, suppose this is North India, this is North India. So Mahajanapatha. Okay, when a person captured lot of Janapada and making them under his control, he is called as Mahajanapada, and that person were called as king. Okay, that person were called as king. Okay, so this Mahajanapada had a separate army. Okay, Janapata is not had a separate army, but this Mahajanapata had separate army, and they construct a massive wall for their country. Okay, suppose one particular place, people were lived in that place. The king also lived, means around that city, particular city, the king construct a massive wall. Okay, with fortification. Okay, what do you mean by fortification? Fortification means full of weapon along with the soldiers. That is only called as fortification. Okay, so why they construct this like massive walls means to protect the people who are living in that city, to protect the people for the attack of other kings. Okay, so that is giving a security of the people. Okay, so to construct that massive wall, the king need a lot of stones, a lot of labors also. So many people they are involving for doing this constructing activity. A massive wall along with a very big gate, everything present in Mahajanapata. So for maintaining that people, for controlling that people, for running that smooth government, the king had a separate army. So the army people, they are paid regularly. They are receiving regular salary. So how the salary were given means for collecting tax from people. Okay? Taxes. How the king may collect taxes means, why the king collect taxes means, the kings they construct a huge building. Okay, the kings they construct a huge building or fort, and they have to maintain a very big army. Okay, so for constructing that building, for maintaining that army, they need more resources. Okay, they need more resources. For that resources, how they get means from the form of taxes. Okay, from the form of taxes, they are collecting that resources. So they receive the tax for various people. So farmers, craft persons, herders, and hunters, gatherers. Okay, so what they produce, what their business, according to that they collect tax. Okay, so from farmers, how they collect tax means what they produced. Okay, suppose the farmer produced 100 sacks of wheat, means out of that they are collecting a particular ratio. Okay, so what the farmers produce out of 1/6 percentage. Okay, 1/6 percentage, 1/6 share were collected as a tax. That is called as bhaga. Okay, 1/6 percentage of share what they produce, that is collected from the farmers. Okay, next craft persons. Okay, craft persons means weavers, mason, like that people only called as craft persons. So the craft persons want to work every month a whole day from that king's palace. Okay, so that is in that way they have to pay their tax. Okay, and then herders means who rear animals, so they have to pay the tax in the form of animals product. Okay, like milk, meat, ghee, or animal skin. Okay, so in that way they have to pay tax. Okay, next is hunter and gatherer. Okay, hunter and gatherer, how they pay their tax means what they collecting from forest, like honey or a medicinal plant. So like that they have to pay tax to the kingdom. Okay, so from farmers, from craft persons, from hunters and gatherers, they are collecting taxes. Okay, so next what are the equipments they are using for agriculture means plows were started to use in this time only. Okay, before and all they are using only stone tools, but after 3,000 years ago they started to use iron materials. Okay, for doing agricultural activity they are using wooden object, and they are using for showing the land. Okay, and then the people started to be cultivate transplanting the paddy. Okay, so they started to cultivate paddy, and they started to removing the shell. They started to take like that food. Okay, and then so who are doing main people of agriculture and helping activity means particularly dasa. Okay, dasa, dasi and women's. So they are playing important role for doing agriculture activity. Dasa, dasi means slaves. Who are slaves? Were women and men, and particularly women's. They are playing important role for doing agriculture activity. So Magadha, how it was very powerful kingdom. Nearby Magadha we have Vaji. Okay, Vaji, they follow different types of government. Okay, Vaji, they follow different types of government. What was the capital of Vaji means Vaishali. What was the capital of Vaji means Vaishali. So how they form the government means they are making some Gana or Sangha. They are making Gana or Sangha. So there is no single ruler. Okay, there is no single ruler. A group of rulers. Okay, the group of rulers. Sometimes more than 1,000 members are in that group. They are all thousands were called as Raja. Okay, so they often meet each other. They discuss what are the things they have to do in their group. Okay, so each and every, even the small boy also allowed to give his ideas. Okay, so Gana means is usually a group that has many members. Okay, that has many members, and Sangha means organization. So that members, they are making one organization among us, and they are doing welfare of their country. Okay, suppose some kings were trying to attack their area, they all together, they discuss, they all are fight that particular king. Okay, so in that Sangha, who are not allowed to participate for in that meeting, who are not allowed to attend means particularly women's Dasa, Dasi and Karmakara, that means slaves. They are not allowed to attend that meeting. So who are the followers of this Gana and Sangha means maximum the followers of Buddha and Mahavira. The followers of Buddha and Mahavira, they followed this like ruling. Okay, the followers of Buddha and Mahavira, they followed this structure of Gana and Sangha. Okay, even before I will discuss now about Magadha. So one of the ruler of Magadha, Ajastadu, he tried to control this Vaji, and he tried to expand his ruling area up to Vaji. So he sent his minister, but they are not able to conquer this land. Okay, but in later, around 700 years later, one of the ruler Gupta, he captured this Vaji, and he made that under his ruling. That and all we will discuss in next lesson. Okay, so up to now, what are the things we discuss means from hunting, gathering and growing food, and kings, kingdoms and new and early republic we discussed. So what are the things I recall to you that you have to read with the help of your book. That time only you can able to write exam, right? Thank you. Have a nice day.